everyone, and welcome to Bradford on Avon in Wiltshire. You join me just by the side of the Bradford On Avon canal. I'm just walking along the towpath back towards the Bradford Lock. So this is my first time in Bradford on Avon, and this morning I've been out and about exploring it, and it is just beautiful. So what I'm going to do now, as I walk down the canal towpath down to the Bradford Lock, is I'm going to show you some clips of what I've been up to this morning, where I've been, and I'll tell you a little bit of information about those places as well. So I'm going to show you that now. I'll meet you when I get down to Bradford Lock, and then from there we're going to go and see the Tithe Barn, and also going to go for an afternoon tea in a very historic tea room, so do keep tuned for that. When it comes to going to new places, I often prefer to take public transport, so I decided to catch a train from Taunton to Bradford on Avon, and it was really easy. It just involved a change at Bristol Temple Meads, and there's absolutely loads of trains from Bristol and also from London as well, from Waterloo and Paddington. The name Bradford on Avon is derived from the Old English Broad Ford on Avon, and the town bridge, which is there today, replaced the Broad Ford, which went over the River Avon. And did you know that there are 9 River Avons in the UK? Avon actually means river, and there's 5 in England, 1 in Wales and 3 in Scotland. The Avon that runs through Bradford on Avon is the Bristol Avon. I'll tell you a little bit more of the history of this beautiful town in a minute, but first of all, let's just go and explore the shops and a market as well. I was lucky enough to be there on a Friday when there's an artisan market. There's also other markets during the week, including a weekly market. There's a really good range of shops in Bradford on Avon, and many of them are independent shops, and they range from everything from greengrocers to art and craft shops and fashion shops. There's just so many tempting shops there. When we were at the bridge just now, you may have noticed this cute little building on it, and it's a medieval pilgrim's chapel, and it was later converted to a lockup for the town's undesirables. These days it's only open to the public on World Heritage Days in September. As I'm editing this video, I can see a smiley face with a bubble hat on it. Pause the video and see if you can see it as well. Around every corner in Bradford on Avon, I found history, colour and creativity. So I'm going to show you some of these scenes now, and then we'll go and look at a couple of churches that you might be interested in. This colourful and historic street is Barton Orchard, and it's an ancient pack horse way from Barton Grange Farm to Winsley and Bath. Okay, so having looked at all things bright and beautiful, let's have a look at some places that are beautiful but not quite so bright. And we'll start off at the Saxon Church of St Lawrence's. And this is one of the very few surviving Anglo-Saxon churches in England that doesn't show any alteration in the medieval times. It's been used as a combined school and cottage, and it was restored in 1870. I have to say, I found this place so peaceful and so calm and so cool as well. I just loved the simplicity of it. Just across the road from the Saxon Church stands the Norman Parish Church of Holy Trinity. So let's go and have a look at that outside, and then we're going to have a look inside as well. was really impressed with the sense of community in Bradford on Avon. I loved the little tiny gardens like the Twinning Garden, and also the fact that there's free vegetables being grown for people who can't grow their own. I also love that there's loads of green areas to walk as well. You can walk, of course, along the river or the canal, but there's also walking in other places, like a place I found called the Strips, which was absolutely beautiful, with views over Bradford on Avon. The main industry of Bradford on Avon for many years, for 6 centuries, was wool and weaving, and you can still see the architecture from that age in Bradford on Avon. You can see the weavers' cottages in the streets and in the hills, and also some mills as well. So we're just approaching Bradford Lock now. That mannequin in the garden, the nude mannequin, that made me laugh. So yeah, this is Bradford Lock just ahead of us. I hope you've been enjoying the scenery and the beautiful places around Bradford on Avon that I have been this morning. And I'm really looking forward to showing you the Tithe Barn, which is a little bit further on from here, and then going for that gorgeous afternoon tea in an award-winning tea shop. So here we are at Bradford Lock. I'm really enjoying watching the lock keepers at work. It's really fun. It's bringing back lovely memories of times when my sister and I went on holiday with our parents, and we went on narrowboat holidays, and we were in charge of operating the locks, which was great fun, except for once when I nearly flooded a village. Got told off by one of the villagers. So yeah, it's beautiful here. There's hire boats, you can hire them for the day, or there's boat trips you can take out as well. I'll link to a website in the description box of this video so you can find out more about that. There's also a tea room, so I had a coffee in there, but I'm saving myself for this cream tea, which I'm walking towards. But this area is just beautiful. It's so bright and cheerful. There's loads of activity here, and it's just absolutely stunning. You have to come up here if you come to Bradford on Avon. So leaving the locks behind us, we're going to cross the road over the bridge and continue down the other side of the canal, and it's just a few minutes walk to the Tithe Barn. Oh, it's so gorgeous down here, so pretty. Lots of places to eat, canal side places to eat. Oh wow, just look at this boat. That is a full-on garden on top of there. That is just beautiful. Even a washing line at the end of the boat there. So just to the right of the towpath there, you can see the Tithe Barn area, and that's where I'm heading to next. Around the Tithe Barn, there's a beautiful area where you can sit and have a picnic or just sunbathe, whatever you want to do. It's just gorgeous around here, and it's an old historic farm, Barton Farm. And the Tithe Barn is one of the largest medieval barns in England, and architecturally it's one of the finest, and it's also Grade 1 listed. I keep wanting to call this place Bradford on Town, but that's a village near Wellington in Somerset. This is Bradford on Avon, and I'm absolutely loving it so far. It's just so picturesque. It's oozing with history, and it's got gorgeous waterways and loads of green spaces, as I've said before. It's just really, really nice, and the shops are very tempting as well. But I'm going to head over for that cream tea now before the tea room closes. Before I do head for my cream tea though, let me just show you a few little arts and crafts shops. They're just around the area of the Tithe Barn, and they are very lovely. Okay, so I've had a lovely walk from the Tithe Barn area, Barton Farm, back along the river, and I'm now back in the town centre, and I'm at the bridge. I'm going to cross the bridge across to the bridge tea rooms, award-winning tea rooms, double award-winning tea rooms even. So I'm really, really looking forward to this. Wow, that was absolutely delicious. It's a little bit of a luxury. It wasn't the cheapest cream tea ever, but it was very, very good, and it was very charming in there. It reminded me very much of the Charlotte's tea rooms in Truro, which I've also visited. I'll link to that video at the end of here. Excuse the music just going past. Yeah, it was really, really good. So I thought that the most popular thing at 4 o'clock in the afternoon would be cream tea, but most people in there were having ham, egg and chips, would you believe it? That seemed to be the most popular item on the menu. Really lovely little alleyways around here. I'm just walking up from the Holy Trinity Church, I think it was, up to St Mary Tory, and I believe I'm going to get a good view of Bradford On Avon from up there. Hello Buscat, there's St Mary Tory up here. You show me the way. You're going to show me the way. Got gorgeous little white socks. Hello, do you want to be on YouTube? And I'm a bit shy. Bye bye then. So that footpath where the cat was led out to the viewpoint. And what a viewpoint. Okay, so this is St Mary's Chapel, St Mary's Tour. And look at these views. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little visit to Bradford on Avon. What a gorgeous, charming town. I just cannot wait to come back and do more videos here and in this area. I want to walk along the canal for one thing, and there's also festivals happening as well, and I want to go to some of those. It's just a really, really beautiful town. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so that YouTube can tell you when I put new videos up. I'm going to head back to the train now, going to get some snacks on the way, and I shall see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.